Everyone has a story to tell, but some are more eye-opening than others.
My name is Laura Campbell. In 1998, I was a zookeeper, and I was on my rounds, and a tiger escaped, and she attacked me, and she broke my neck in 7 places, and almost killed me. And Wayne and I had been struggling to have a baby, and I had lost several, and they had told us that we would never have children. And at that point, we had given up on having babies. And when it all happened, they had given me a massive amount of antibiotics to counteract any bacteria that was in the tiger's mouth, and that was able to make my white blood cells suppressed enough to be able to have a baby. My immune system was suppressed, so I could have him. So when I got pregnant, I didn't miscarry. So he is my miracle baby.
My name's Colin Campbell. I'm 16.
Colin Campbell is a Boy Scout, while his father, Wayne Campbell, does something a little bit different.
I've been married 20 years, and he's my only husband.
At the beginning of their marriage, Laura did not foresee her husband's future career.
Well, my husband drives a truck for a living, and he's been doing that since 2006. We were in a small town in Yazoo City, Mississippi, and he had a vending machine route, and I was in beauty school, and he would come around to fill up his snack machines, and I'd been kind of eyeing him for a while, and I had a boyfriend, but he wouldn't talk to me. And so I would leave notes on his vending machine telling him that his vending machine stole my money when I had actually left no money whatsoever in it. So he was actually giving me money for free or giving me the candy. And that went on for like 2 years. And then finally he decided to walk out in front of my car. We were out on the drag on Main Street, where we were on Grand Avenue, excuse me. And he stepped out in front of the car I was driving, and decided to make himself known at that point. First married, he was home every day, so I didn't have to make any major decisions by myself. And since he's been gone, I've learned that it's okay for me to make those decisions if I needed to. But it's been harder to raise a kid kind of on your own.
Growing up, as I was little, he was always around, so I learned the important stuff. The important stuff that he taught me was like, taught me how to drive when I was really little. I was like 6. And taught me how to do all the stuff on the farm and everything, because we used to live.
He called me up at work and said, "Quit your job, we're moving to Georgia." And gave me 2 weeks. And he found me an apartment. I never seen this place before in my life. And he said, "There's an apartment waiting on you. Pack your stuff. We're moving." I just wasn't expecting Georgia. I expected maybe a few counties over. We moved here from Mississippi. He pretty much put me in an apartment and drove off and left me here to figure out Loganville and Georgia, and took off. Sometimes I don't know a whole lot about his route. He has to give me updates about it. Currently he's a regional driver. He goes to South Carolina and to the lower parts of Georgia, delivering felts. That's what all of them do at this job. And I do know that much. And he used to drive to Canada.
It's inevitable there are going to be missed events when your husband is a truck driver.
He missed, gosh, how many? A lot. All the scouting things. he tried to be there for them, but I just do the best I can. Make sure I make those memories for him.
With me and my mom, we're like that.
It's an adjustment to even have him back home from the week at times. So
My dad and I, we're a lot alike, and so we're like two bulls, and we fight. Since we fight a lot, sometimes I'll miss him, and then sometimes I'm like, "Oh, get out of the house."
because I'm kind of like, you're kind of in my way at this point because I'm trying to do things in the house or I have plans, and he's in the way.
Like on Fridays, like on school days, I get up in the morning and get to take a shower, and I'll get up and then go to get the shower, and he's like right there. Because he gets up at the same time I do. It's really annoying. Now that he's not here a lot, I'm pretty okay with it.
Colin Campbell, like most 16-year-olds, has some rules that he has to abide by.
I'm a mama's boy.
No cell phones right now. He can date.
Don't have a girlfriend. I'm working on it. I'm working on that one.
I have no problem with dating right now. He knows the rules. There's no girls in the room. You know, the usual chivalry. You know, I'm raising him to be a gentleman, and I don't want him to treat girls as objects. You know, I want him to be a good man.
I feel pretty normal being 16, honestly. I'm just kind of there.
I trust him. He's 16. He wants to be a surgeon, so and he's wanted to be one of those since he was little. So, and I'm going to do everything I can to encourage that.
My surgeon saved her life, and I want to be the guy that makes the miracle that happened to.
After the tiger attack, it was 2 weeks after. I still had all my staples. I had over 500 staples in my head and chest and down the back and everything, and had a neck brace. And I still went to a zoo and visited other tigers. So that's no reason not to be afraid of animals. So just to say that I did it. This is Echo. She is a sulfur-crested, medium sulfur-crested cockatoo. And this is Baby. He is a Quaker parakeet. They're my babies too. I mean, they're kind of a constant comfort for me. So I love animals. I've always loved animals. Even with the accident, that's not going to stop me from loving my animals. Since I was a little kid, I've had this little kind of a thing for them. I grew up on a farm, and so it was kind of natural for me to have critters in the house. So even lizards, I used to tote them around in my purse. It's like living in a zoo. We never go to bed angry. Even if we're separate, before I go to bed, if we have an argument, I always call him back and tell him I'm sorry.